right, DeAndre, we're live. There
Okay,
it is.
nice.
Nice. So it's really good to see you again.
Yeah, I know, it's been so long.
You are much older than I remember. How old are
Yeah,
you now?
definitely. I'm about to be 21 next week.
Oh my God. This week?
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
If I don't. That's awesome. So you're a musician.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it all started with you. So
Did it? Tell me
yeah.
how this all started. Even how did we meet? All of that.
Um, so like after I turned around maybe 12, I was like around 12, I think I was 12. Around 12, my uncle thought I should get into like a hobby. And one thing I liked a lot was like music. So I liked the rock bands, like, Papa Roach, like a lot of rock bands. And I wanted to learn guitar. So he said, "Oh, I know this guitar place right by my house. I can bring you there." So that's when we brought you, when he brought me to you. And then from there it just started.
So then, yeah, tell me about that. So, because
um,
you're taking it pretty serious now, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So like I always wanted to be in a rock band. So I knew like the first thing I gotta do is learn lessons because I have no idea how to play guitar. So I remember meeting you, and then I remember you were asking me what genre. You're like, you're going to different genres, and I said, no, I want to learn rock. And then from there, you're like, okay, we'll just learn a couple songs. We do a little recitals here and there. And then from that point, I knew like, okay, I'm gonna learn the tools I need to learn, and now I'm gonna see if I can develop that next. And then just from there to where it is now.
So you graduated from high school, and then what happened?
Um, so I graduated from high school, and I'm still going to school now. I took a break off because of the whole COVID thing, but next semester I go back in. I do music on the side, um, but it's weird now because like I don't make like I still play my guitar, but I play it for like church or whatever. But I had never made music with my guitar like recorded. Um, so like on high school, I was trying to get into a band, and I was in a band. And then from there, with what you taught me, like how chords work and like how notes are, I just like use that and expand it more to like go into like rap music. And I always try to find out like, try to attach what I learned, from rock and from guitar and just stuff like that into the music I make now.
Hmm. Yeah. So tell me more about it. Like, I guess like you like you're going to school, but I remember seeing you had some video or a recording. You did some recordings of you playing and singing. Is that
Yeah,
what?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so like I was doing that. The band didn't like happen. It didn't really take off anywhere. So that's when I started doing it my own thing. But yeah, now I like make music. I have it on Spotify, Apple, um, just any other platform I have it on. I'm starting again. I'm trying to build my fan base back up again. But
Have you played any shows? Or,
no, I have not yet.
do you want to do that? Do you want to be a live performer, or do you want to do studio
I do.
musician?
No, I do actually. I want to do live performances. I like music a lot, so like I take that very serious. Ever since I was like a kid.
So what is your style?
Um, I don't know. I try not so hard to label myself because like I like to be everywhere. So like one day, because I still do love rock and roll. I still do love like alternative bands and everything like that. So one day maybe like I'll make a hip hop track or a hip hop album, but the next album maybe I want to make like an alternative, you know, album with like a band or something.
So
So
do you have like that story of like what? I'm still not clear. Like when did it begin for you? Like when did you like? Was there a moment when you're like, I really love this?
music.
Yeah, like a moment when you fell in love with it, where you're like, this is probably going to be part of my life for the rest of my life. Was there like a
uh,
moment?
yeah, I want to say it was like I was 7. I was on my mom's iPod. Um, so she had this old iPod shuffle where you used to scroll, and she had a lot of music on there. She had like Linkin Park, The Fray, just like a bunch of bands. And I remember I would listen to them there, and that was kind of like my free time, like because we didn't play video games or we wouldn't have. I had a video game console as a kid, so that would be my free time. Just put on my headphones and listen to my mom's iPod, and then from there, like I just like that. Like I wanted to see what they were doing. And then as I got older, like I would look up videos and I would just watch rock bands play live for like hours. I was like 10 or 11. Yeah.
That's like when it started.
Yeah.
Did your
So
mom know that you were spending all the time watching music?
yeah, she did. At first, she thought it was a phase. She was kind of like, "Oh, maybe he'll get out of get out of it or whatever." But I thought so too. I was like, "Man, maybe I'm just like obsessed over like this music stuff." But as I got older, like it never went away. Kind of like grew like the passion for it.
Hmm. That's so. Have you played with people? You play at church?
Yeah, I played with church. I played with a
How did
band.
that happen?
Um, it was like when I was 15 years old. My mom took me to this church, and I just got around to know the people there, and like eventually, I asked a question about a guitar, what he had, like his pedal board, and from there they asked me like, "Oh, do you want to join?" You know,
Who is it? Who are these? Like, what church? Like, who's
uh,
that person?
so they go to so it has different locations. At first, we were it's called New Life Portage Park Community Church. We were there, and then we moved to Norwich, and now it's called New Life Norwich, the church. It was the pastor's son. He's on the worship team there, and he's the head leader of it. So then when I was 15, maybe he was around 17, 18. He's not the same, we're probably the same age. I asked him a question about the guitar, and he was like, "Oh, just randomly, he's like, do you want to join the team?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess it'd be good practice, to learn how to play with a band and stuff." So
Was that exciting?
it was exciting, yeah, because it was new to it. Like I played with my friends in garage bands and stuff like that, but it wasn't something like that, like actually looking at chords and timing and you know, so it was a lot different. It helped me
Were you,
learn a lot more.
were you nervous?
I was actually because I had to do tryouts.
Tryouts. What happened? What's the tryout like?
So like they bring you on and they go through like the set of like 5 songs and they'll see like how good are you in the 5 songs. And then like in the end, I guess they have like a meeting and they'll be like, "Oh, I think he's good in playing guitar," or stuff like that. Or they'll question like, "Oh, what do you think he needs work on?" or stuff like that. And I
Who
remember the
was
first
there?
day.
Do you remember
Um,
how many people were there?
yeah, it was 5 of them. It was the pastor's son. It was the rest of the band. And it was just like people who like the pianist or like the bassist. Um, and then there was an other leader too, because there was another guy that was like the first kind of leader of the band, and then it was the pastor's son. So it was him, and he was saying kind of like, "Oh," he was the one that determined if you were good or not, like to come on the thing or not.
Feel free to go on tangents. Kind of
uh,
like everything that led up to it and what came of it. I mean, I know like um, one thing kind of always leads to another. I'm sure. I guess for me, like I had my like I had like an not interview, like a tryout. I guess. Yeah, I had a tryout when I was probably 17. Wanted to join a band, and I just had to learn the CD. They just gave me the CD and were like, okay, learn how to play this. And that's all that they gave me. And so there's a lot of ear training in there. But that was the beginning of like what led me to and teaching and my love for music. Um, so it was just kind of amazing, like how like one single decision kind of led to so many opportunities and people in my life that have really like impacted me. So I was just like curious if like when you had that like that tryout must have been like kind of stressful, like leading up to it. Uh, what was that all like?
um,
What were you feeling, thinking?
First I was nervous because like I didn't know anybody there. Like that was the first time like I really talk, so I was very quiet to myself like in high school. So like at 15 years old, I didn't know anybody. So I just stood to myself. I had my guitar and I remember I didn't have a pick, but I did not want to say anything. So I was like, oh, I just like was going with the flow. I remember playing with my fingers and my fingers were hurting so much. Yeah, because I did not want to tell anybody I didn't have a pick. But that's how I got through the day
Mm.
at the trial. And then from there, they let me play. That was for the youth. There was a youth on Fridays, and then there was the main service on Sunday. So that was just for the youth. And then eventually, like within 3 weeks, I was put onto the main service to play. And then from there, um, yeah, I just got into more like
What happened? You still
uh, Yeah, till now I still play.
And how's like, how do you think like, has your mom been supportive of the whole journey, or your parents, or your
Yeah,
uncle?
yeah. My mom with the church definitely. Yeah. The side music, yeah, she's kind of. I mean, I haven't done nothing too major, so she's kind of like, oh, and some this maybe just like a side hobby again, or. But with the church, yeah, she is. She's very happy that I'm like I play with them and stuff like that.
Do you feel like you being a musician is part of your identity?
Yeah, I feel like without it, I'm kind of like a nobody.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like without it, like I'd probably be nothing.
So in school, what are you studying in school?
Right now I'm just trying to get my associates, just my basic gen eds,
Where
so I
at?
can write.
Hmm.
So I have like one more semester or two more semesters. So I'm trying to get my associates. I'm gonna try to apply for the city for a job. If not, then I'm gonna go to UIC for like criminal justice.
I'm pretty sure that both of those institutions have music programs.
Yeah, they do. I was in the guitar one, but then it got canceled because of the whole COVID thing.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's too bad.
yeah.
So
Um,
did you even get to experience it?
mm-mm, nothing. I only had one music class and write, and that was about it.
Hmm. And what
Yeah, that
was
was about
that?
it.
That was the guitar?
No, it was like a basic just music general.
How did you, and you did go to it though.
Hmm.
What was that like? Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was like history about like the old musicians like back
Uh,
then, like
yeah.
Beethoven and stuff like that. Yeah. Um, and he was showing how like it's transitioned to today's modern music. So I guess that was
Mhm.
pretty interesting.
Yeah. I think music history is sometimes it's really exciting and interesting, and then other times it can kind of be like, why am I studying this? Is it because there's so much history that it to cram it into one semester, it's like
Yeah.
it like think about like I think about like the music that we learned today, like Papa Roach you mentioned, like there's a lot of history in just that one band in the last 30 years.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
when you try to do that over the last 400 years, it's like
Right.
it's music studying music history one semester just doesn't do it justice.
Right.
Um, but that's cool that you're interested in it.
Yeah. Yeah. The little facts here and there.
Yeah. Do you remember anything?
Just stuff about Beethoven. I thought he was pretty interesting. Kind of a sad guy, but
What do you remember?
about his ear.
His ear?
Yeah, and like he was like obnoxious. Like he would like scream louder just so people won't know that he's deaf.
That's true. That's what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was pretty nuts. There was a symphony he wrote, but I forgot what it was called. But like it was for his lover that
Mhm.
he was never able to get with, something like
Have
that. So
you?
he died
So
alone.
are you like exploring more classical music now, or
Uh, no, but like randomly I'll put it on if I'm like studying or like just randomly like on the shuffle.
do you have anyone in mind that you like you go to, or you just enter classical music?
No, I just enter classical music.
Is it for the any instrument or?
Yeah, any instrument, usually piano. I like how piano sounds.
Yeah, I like the way the piano sounds too.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So I just put
Have,
that on.
there's man, there's this these two guys called the Guitar Bros, Super Guitar Brothers, I think.
Super
On
Guitar Brothers.
yeah on YouTube, and they did this game called Zelda, and they did like their like they have an acoustic guitar and a classical guitar, and they ended up like doing all the music from the video game. It is so relaxing and good. Like I can just get so it's like it's a perfect blend between like classical music style and like contemporary guitar
That's pretty cool.
from my video games. So I've been really into that lately.
That sounds
How
cool.
about you? Anything?
That I've been into music
Mm,
wise.
yeah.
Um, nah, I just do a lot of hip hop. I try to like expand my mind more, like listening, like
Yeah.
what's in, what's popular. Cause like I'm not really a hip hop fan. Well,
No?
I am a hip hop fan, but I didn't start off as a hip hop fan. Like
Mhm.
I always liked rap music as a kid, so I grew up on punk. Like any day out, if I had a punk band, I'd rather do that instead because I like that better. But what's in like in hip hop? Like sometimes I do not even know like who's the popular rap artist right now. Like I'm very selective with what rappers I listen to, and like what kind of rap music I listen to.
Yeah. Who do you listen to?
Um, recently, well, like just under like my top five, there's a lot of like Kid Cudi, Mac Miller, um, Juice WRLD, obviously, Lil Peep. He was the reason why I started listening to rap music. Um, because in high school, when I was doing the band thing, I wanted to take it serious, and we were coming close to an end of graduation. So I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to go to school or not. I don't know what school I'm gonna go to. And the band's not working. So like, I need to find another alternative. And I remember scrolling through SoundCloud, where there's like a bunch of like kids starting up music and just post it on there for free. Um, I heard of this artist called Little Peep, and it was weird because I heard him mix like electric guitars over like hip hop beats. And I was like, man, this sounds really like his voice. And he was singing over him too. Like I never heard a rapper sing like the way he was singing over him. So I was like, man, this sounds really like nice. Like it sounds crazy. So then I was looking him up, and I was maybe 15, 16. And he was like 18 years old. And I was like, man, this kid's not that much older than me. And then from right away, I just kept following him, seeing what he was doing. I started looking at videos like how he records and stuff like that. And he was just saying how he records in his room. And then from there, I was just like inspired. I was like, I'm gonna make that type of rap music.
And have you?
I kind of evolved now. Like with him, like I kind of brought like different rappers, so I was able to like learn a little bit here and there. Um, I keep it sometimes. I like to have guitars like over the songs I have, so I make sure I have a little bit of guitar. Um, or sometimes it just be just a regular hip hop beat, but I try to have like influence of like singing in there from like alternative music.
Mhm. Do you do the lyrics and the vocals, or
Yeah, I write all my stuff, vocals. I edit my own vocals and everything. Only
so
thing I don't do is the beat.
you don't do the beat?
No,
How
not
do
the
you
beat.
how do you get it?
Um, producers on like Instagram. So like on YouTube, you could look up like beats or producers, and then from there you can follow their Instagram. If you just explore just on Instagram, if you stay like for 30 minutes, you'll find a couple producers, and they usually have a beat store, and like they sell beats for like $30 or $25, and they
And
have like
is that what you did? You paid for a beat?
yeah, I pay for beats. I have like producers that I know, not personally, but I've met like over the years through Instagram and social media. And like now I'm just like, oh, hey, can you make me a beat? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And they'll make me a beat.
How much does it cost? What is
Um, usually 25, 30 for the basic lease. So like, cause I'm not really like, my music's not very popular yet. I just started like this year, like a couple months ago. Um, so I always get the basic lease, just like it's like 500,000 streams minimum. You can upload on all platforms, one radio station, and stuff like that. So it has like rules to like the specific leases. So if I get an exclusive, that's $200, and that's I own the song. I could do whatever I want with it. I don't have a fan base like that to do stuff. So I stay with the basic lease.
basic lease? Is this all new to you when you started exploring it? Like, because this is new to me. I
Yeah,
don't.
in high school, yeah, because I started learning like around like junior year in high school when I started taking it serious. Like I would record with these kind of headphones. I had nothing. I had nothing. I didn't know any idea how to do anything. So I started off with recording in these, and like
Hmm.
I had no idea how to edit my voice, nothing. Um, and then I would just and then even the beats, I didn't know that either. Like I had to read like the contracts. Luckily, I had a best friend with me. Um, his name was Thomas, and he was with me through everything. Like he would help edit my videos, logos, everything for me, and like he would help me read through the contracts just in case like if I missed anything. And so we were both learning, but like he knew a little bit more of it because he would do video production for like his brother and stuff like that. And yeah, from there I was just learning little by little like how to edit and stuff. Oh, I took an audio engineering class. That's why. Yeah, and
Where was that? It's in high school?
in high school, yeah.
That's awesome.
So I think sophomore year I started recording. No one knew, like not even my best friends. No one knew. I was just recording in my room with like the headphones on, And then junior year is when I had this teacher named Cagnalati. He was an audio and a media teacher, and from then I learned how to like, he taught us everything on audio engineering. And he was pretty cool too, because I would come in class, or there'd be some days like I wouldn't do no schoolwork actually, because I was like always focused on music. I wouldn't do no schoolwork junior year in my high school. And when I would come in his class, he wouldn't get mad if I was in the back like working with beats with Thomas, or like trying to find like how to do music stuff and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So it was like for it was him that taught me how to do like audio stuff, because now like I know how to edit my own vocals and stuff like that.
It sounds like this is like really exciting.
Yeah, I really like editing. So like, and I haven't even learned a full like thing yet. I use a basic, because my laptop is a how would you say it, Microsoft laptop.
Hmm.
Like it's very old. I had this for like many years. Sounds like a freshman, I believe, in high school. But it has this program I have right here. Um, it's Audacity. It's like the basic um, recording software you can get for free. Like
Hmm.
it's super bland. There's nothing special to it. But this is all and it's free. So it's all I had. And I would just watch videos, hours, 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 hours on how to like edit on here, how to add like plugins, auto tune, reverb. And then from there, like I still know. But there's other programs that like professionals use. Like I haven't even got on that yet.
This is fascinating to me because I think like this is how some like the people start, just like you. This is how they all start. I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
and you're being as resourceful as you possibly can. It sounds like. I mean, you have this old laptop,
Yeah.
so I guess like what is the how do you what's the next step for you to do all this? Like, do you want to get more of a following?
Yeah, I want to build up my following. I feel like I'm very, how would you say it? And like, I don't mean like for this to sound prideful, but I feel like I'm very like underrated.
Mhm.
I feel like I have a lot of music, unreleased music. On this laptop in total, I have like 365 songs unreleased. And like, I record every day. Like every day I make a song, or I force myself to make a song. And I feel like, um, I don't know, I just feel like they need to be heard.
Mm.
But yeah, it's my goal to build up a following.
I think the thing about it for me is it's you sharing who you are with the world, and there I think there is something very valuable that some perspective that you have because like just how who was it who was the guy that you was inspired you
Lil
inspired
Peep.
little Peep.
Yeah.
There might be somebody out there who's like doesn't know what to do with their life, and then they come across you and be like, wow, he did all that with this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that too.
One of the common things is I found from having these conversations with some people is like this journey of self discovery through whatever they do. Do you feel like you're discovering more about yourself when you make music and learn to make more music?
Yeah. When I even listen to music, in grade school, when I used to go to school in Indiana, I used to get on a bus and there'd be hours, but I would always bring my headphones. Like I never took them off. And there were times as a kid I would think, man, hearing a song, I know it will be something different when I get older. And
Mm.
then now I listen to a song I did in sixth grade, I'll be like, man, like I don't know, I feel like it made me who I am. Yeah. Like my identity.
I wonder what you're going to do next.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just trying to take it day by day, not trying to rush anything.
Do you feel like school is a distraction?
Um,
Because it sounds like it was in your junior and high school year.
yeah, it was. I feel like a little bit. Yeah, I feel like a little bit in high school. Definitely, I didn't want to do school at all. So I was kind of like senior years when I kind of like picked it up, because I was like, man, I still need to pass. But like junior year, no, I was really focused on just making music.
So
And
I guess what's the plan then to get more of a following? How are you going to do it? What do you think?
um, I'm trying to learn business strategies, like promo ideas on YouTube. So I've been
Mm.
watching a lot of videos on that, like how to gain more followers, like what to do, like what are the algorithms to do. So I've been doing that. So I have no content, like I have no videos, no photos, So I think I need more of that. Like today I'm scheduled to do stuff like that, like at 1 around
What's going to
downtown.
happen at 1?
I'm gonna take some photos. Like I'm gonna take in studio photos in my friend's room, and then we're supposed to go out before it rains to take some
Can you
other
send
photos.
me a photo so I can use it as a thumbnail?
Definitely.
Make sure like a headshot in portrait, like when you have like a blurry background.
Okay.
Those look really good.
Okay, I will.
That's it. I hope you do something with music. Um, I took a detour from school to explore my passion in music, and that allowed me to kind of discover It gave me the freedom to kind of just sandbox my own life, just kind of play around, and not everything worked, but it eventually led me to having what I have today. And what I have today is pretty good. And I think that I hope you get some time to really explore like your passion. And uh, because if you become famous, that's good for me.
All credit goes to you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Credit goes to you, man. You're yeah. I got a question. You were really quiet when we first met. Why were you so
Yeah.
quiet?
I don't know. I feel like I'm still
You couldn't talk. Do you remember that? I was like, DeAndre, say
I do
something.
remember that. I do remember that. I'm still quiet now. Not as much as before. I just think I'm an introvert just in general. Like I
I've
just
never met anyone like that. That was you. If introvert, you were on the extreme end of that. People
um
don't even know because you're so like you're friendly and easy to talk to now. But most people don't know. Like you were like I remember like there were lessons when I was with you, and then you just kind of spoke through your eyes. Like you were very intense with your eyes. And somehow I felt like that was enough. And I was like, okay, he knows what we're doing.
yeah, I don't know why I didn't talk. I don't know. Just wasn't comfortable, I guess. I didn't really talk much. I If I talk, it was either with like my close friends. Like even now, like it is still like that. Like I'm more open, like with you, like close friends, the people I know now. Like I don't know, I'm just like that.
I think that you're a wonderful person. And the more you open up to people, the more they'll be willing to follow your music, I think. Because it seems to me that because I have another friend that I've talked with, and he's a successful musician. Like that's what he does. He creates music and he sells it, and that's how he survives. And a big part of what makes him successful is that he opens himself up to many people, and he tries to get people to see him like he just opens up, and he's a good person, and I think you're a good person. So the more people that see that, I think they'll love your music. So maybe we have to do more podcasts, more conversations.
More conversations and podcasts.
Yeah, let people see who you really are. You have a girlfriend yet?
Yeah, I do.
You have a girlfriend? Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that? What's that like?
Um, it's pretty good. I be reminding myself. It's recently. Been dating for like 5 months now. It's been 5 months. I had to remind myself like I have responsibility now, so I had to think more like outside the boundary, stuff like on myself.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. I
Yeah.
think relationships with people are good for building self-awareness. You start
Yeah.
seeing yourself through someone else's eyes,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting.
Yeah. That's been pretty good.
Yeah. What's her name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa.
But yeah, I showed her some of my music too.
Yeah.
Um, that's how we met. That's how we met. So because I stopped making music like last year,
Mm.
but then I started again this year. But before when I was making music in high school, like she would listen to it. Like that's how we started talking. Like through like messages and stuff.
Now, what is it about the music that you think started that conversation? Did she like your music, or was
Oh
she like,
yeah, no, she liked my music. Yeah, so like I would post it on Instagram, and she would comment like, "Oh, this sounds good" and stuff like that.
do you think it's the music, or is it the person doing something with their lives and creating something?
I don't know actually. That's a good question. Maybe both.
Yeah.
I don't know actually.
because I'm inspired by people who do things, you know?
Right, right.
Like, oh, you're doing this. Like, hey, DeAndre, he's making music. Oh, I'd love to do like a conversation with him. Why? Because he's doing something.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
interesting.
I
Anything?
actually haven't heard your music yet. What it's gonna be my first thing I do when I'm
Right.
done here.
I only have like one song out. I have an EP dropping today, actually. Well, it's already out, but I haven't announced it
Maybe the timing of this is perfect, you know? It's the beginning of
yet.
something.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like it. I feel much more stronger now than I did last year making music. I feel like
Yeah.
now I have more like a solid mindset, like a plan. Because before, when I was 18, I was just dropping music every day,
Yeah.
and people were missing my songs because they were like, "You drop a song almost every day. We can't."
That's good for you. Good practice for you.
Yeah, yeah,
So you're gonna keep doing it. We're
yeah.
gonna
Making
hear the
music.
EP.
You said what?
You're gonna have an EP dropping today.
Yeah. Well, it's already out. I just haven't announced it yet. People still think I'm asleep.
Ah, I would be too, honestly. I'm barely waking up. But,
Yeah. But
so I don't know. We should do this again and kind of recap, see how the release is going, what new music is coming out.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
sound good?
Yeah,
Well, I hope you had fun.
I
Yeah,
did. It was good talking. I haven't talked to you in like forever.
yeah. You have great ideas now. I mean, you're thinking about life like you're a more well-formed individual. You know what I mean? Like you have
Yeah.
ideas and opinions. And so here we are. Well then, DeAndre, let's I guess I'll just wrap it up and then we'll talk again soon. Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Good luck with your photo shoot. Send me those photos today if
Thank
you
you.
can.
I will. I will.
All right. I'll see you later, DeAndre.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.